everybody, I'm Jessica and welcome to my channel. This is my first video that I'm putting up and I'm really excited. So some of the things to expect on my channel: I am a huge fangirl and you will be seeing lots of things about books and movies and television shows and reviews and funny videos and probably some story times and some rants and maybe a couple of vlogs. Who knows? We'll see where this goes. I've always wanted to make a YouTube channel. It just always looked so much fun and I'm deciding to do it now. So the first video that I'm going to be making is just a book haul of all of the books that I've gotten since the beginning of December. There's not a lot, but there's quite a few. So let's get started. The first book that I got was at the beginning of December and it is The World of the Orb by Michael Thompson. This is a middle grade young adult fantasy novel and Michael Thompson is actually self-published. He wrote and self-published this book by himself and I actually know him. He's a really awesome person. He's a really good friend of mine and people should really support more self-published authors because they're trying to get their books out there and trying to make a name for themselves because traditional publishing is really hard to get into. I will be putting all of his social media and where you can buy the book in the description box below. This book is about two boys who find a magical orb at a museum in one of the back rooms and it transports them to this fantasy world and there's a lot of adventure and magic and really cool creatures and y'all should give it a read. As you can see, I've already started it. I'm a good chunk way in and I can't wait to finish it and tell everybody what I think. The next book that I got is The House of Velvet and Glass by Katherine Howe. I have already read this and I will be talking about this book in my next video of the books that I've read so far in 2017. This book is about a young woman who is mourning the deaths of her sister and her mother who died on the Titanic. So she goes to these Titanic Remembrance Day seances to possibly get in touch with their spirits, and throughout this book she discovers that she has these really interesting divination powers, and if you're really into that kind of stuff you should definitely give this a read. This takes place during 3 different time periods: 1912 on the Titanic, 1915 following the main character, and 1865 in Shanghai following her father. And it's really cool and a really interesting book, and so I just absolutely had to get it because I love Katherine Howe's work. The next book that I got is Luminaries by Eleanor Catton. This book was, I think, on bargain price at Barnes & Noble for like $6, so I thought, why not? And this book is about New Zealand's gold rush in the 1860s and it has a lot to do with the zodiac and astrology, and I love astrology so I absolutely had to get it, and I've heard nothing but really good things about this book, so I can't wait to read it. The next book I got is actually a Christmas gift that I got from my boyfriend, and it is J.R.R. Tolkien's The Adventures of Tom Bombadil. This is a bunch of poetry about the character Tom Bombadil, who is in the Fellowship of the Ring, and he's a really interesting character because the Ring of Power does not affect him whatsoever. So he's a really interesting and intriguing character, and J.R.R. Tolkien wrote a bunch of poems about him. There are beautiful cover illustrations, and there's other illustrations in here as well that are just so cute. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. And this book also features a lot of commentary and analysis on the poems and what J.R.R. Tolkien possibly meant and how they fit into his world of Middle Earth, and I'm so excited to own this and put it with my Lord of the Rings books and my Hobbit book. The next book that I got was a Christmas gift from my parents, and it was J.K. Rowling's Very Good Lives: The Fringe Benefits of Failure and the Importance of Imagination. This is actually a speech that J.K. Rowling gave to the Harvard graduating class a couple years ago, and I didn't know it was a speech when I asked for it, but I'm still glad that I got it because there are a lot of really important things that she has to say in here about why it's okay to fail and why it's important to be creative and imaginative, and it goes through some of her life experiences and why it's important to be compassionate, and I'm happy to have this next to all of my Harry Potter books. Keeping on the subject of J.K. Rowling, I also bought J.K. Rowling's Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them screenplay. I am so happy to have this because I saw the movie twice in 1 week when it came out, and I absolutely loved it. It was so great. It was everything I could have hoped for, and I'm so happy to own this now. And this is such a beautiful copy too. Like, the cover is so pretty, and like, just look at it. It's so pretty, and there's illustrations. Oh my gosh, like, they're so pretty, so pretty. And I was actually deciding for a long time whether this should go with my play collection or if it should go with my Harry Potter books. It's going with my Harry Potter books. The next book that I got is The Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. This was on sale for 10 bucks at Target, and I've wanted to read it for a while, and I know there are some mixed reviews about it, but I really wanted to read it because it sounds really interesting, and I wanted to form my own opinion of it. The next book that I got is Wintersong by Jae Jones. I'm surprised this isn't going around on BookTube more because it came out just this year, and I'm stoked for it. This kind of has a bit of a labyrinth feel to it, like David Bowie's Labyrinth, because there's a character in here named the Goblin King, and I'm hooked already. I'm excited for this. This is about a girl, I believe, who gets involved with the Goblin King, and she writes music, and it sounds like everything I could ever hope for, and there's beautiful calligraphy in this book as well. Like, look at that. That is beautiful. That is so pretty. I cannot wait to read this book, and this came in the mail just a couple of days ago, so excited. And the last book that I got is Heartless by Marissa Meyer. She writes the Lunar Chronicles, I believe, and I haven't read the Lunar Chronicles yet. It's on my list of things to read, but this just seemed more like an interesting book to me than Cinder right now, so I went ahead and got it. It was also like 20% off at Target, so why not? I get a majority of my books from Target and Amazon because they're just cheaper there. Alright everybody, that is my book haul from pretty much December to about a couple days ago. I hope you enjoyed it, and I can't wait to read all of those books. I can't wait to film my next video, and I look forward to seeing you all again. Bye!